Hello, everybody! The astute amongst you may have noticed that I am not Robby Howell. I am, in fact, Rich DiTullio, and I am here to bring you Mission 1 of my ongoing series, Enclave Saves Christmas. I will now invite my players and fellow agents of chaos to introduce both themselves and who they have brought to play today. We shall start with Tim.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tim. I am a pretty much now a big regular here with the Enclave. Been playing for almost a full year now. Imagine that. Not only have I been playing, but I've also been running my own sort of shenanigans. And today, to help save Christmas, I am bringing the what might possibly be the world's fastest free runner, Clara Hetzenberger. If you thought you knew fast, she will change your perspective on it. And if you really want to see how fast she can go, check out the mission Moat in the Darkness.
Indeed, indeed. Where we discover that she is faster than fast, but can't outrun sound. We shall now move on to Jennine.
Hello, I am Jennine. I have been playing Enclave since August of 24, and I joined the server in February of 25, I think. That sounds about right. And I have not looked back. Today I am playing Reynard. He is a gentleman thief who is always impeccably dressed in a perfectly tailored suit. He wears a top hat and a pair of dark glasses that conceal something about his appearance that may or may not come up if he decides to take them off, which he always says he won't, but he usually ends up doing.
Excellent.
And that's about it.
And last, but most certainly not least, Xela.
Hello all, I'm Xela. If you're on the server, you will likely have seen me everywhere. I've been playing probably a year and a half now. Cool. How I got this involved? Mystery to all of us. We don't question the Fae, who makes our favorite game. This is the best. The character I'm going to be playing, her name is Anisari. She's super fun. I call her Ani because all of my characters have nicknames. All of them. She is an acolyte of one of my original characters who you can find in some other actual plays, Liv, who became a prophet in some flavor stuff that if you join the server, you can hear about. And she's super fun. She's very weird and kind of uncomfortable in she wears the scholarly raiment vibe and looks uncomfortable in clothes. She does not seem to know how to wear them because they're not a thing where she's from. She is a weirdo, but she kind of has an innocence similar to if you've seen a Lonnie mission, but also not at all that, and is much more Liv coded of she's very much in the theme of let's fuck around and find out.
And in that spirit, I shall now read for us the mission statement for Mission 1 of Enclave Saves Christmas. Enclave HQ has lost contact with branch office designation New Omicron Row, informally known as the Joy Brigade. The last communication from NOR reported that they were under attack by giant misshapen beings and have initiated lockdown. Your mission is to search the branch office and secure 4 objectives: the Incarnadine Fur Robe, the ELV Factory Core, the Caribou-class transport Blitzen, and the office commander, codenamed Wondermaker. To be a mission success, the team must secure at least 1 objective. I open the floor to questions.
Yes, how big is the branch office?
The branch office is much like Enclave HQ, where you're pretty sure it can't be infinite, but it sure seems that way sometimes.
Okay.
Because it's under lockdown, are we porting into the inside of the office, or are we porting in outside?
There is exactly 1 area that you can port into the branch office. It is a security room towards the center of the compound, which is usually also locked, guarded, and you're allowed in when the people who are watching the room verify your identities. It is assumed at this point that there would be nobody guarding the box, which means you are essentially porting into potentially a locked room.
I can take care of that.
That sounds quite fun. Tech level of threat, tech level of brand. Like, do we branch off as techie, weapons, dumbass security traps?
Yes. I'll give you more detail.
Cool.
Little is known about New Omicron Row for various reasons. You have been given a peek behind the security curtain as part of this mission. They are the driving force behind a lot of the winter festivals out there within the world of Manifold. And as such, there is a vast manufacturing plant here. You ever have that question? Gee, how do they make all of this equipment for all of these agents across all of these multiple worlds? Here's at least a partial answer to that. In addition to that, accordingly, the tech level is on some level, yes, because there's a lot of things you have to manufacture for a lot of worlds. For all that, though, the people that run them tend to be somewhat old school. And so, high tech everywhere around, attitudes more in the medieval Renaissance. Let's put it that way. Insofar as the threat, all that was described was large misshapen beings and under assault. They really didn't have enough time to gather much information before hitting the panic button.
Do we know if the attack is still ongoing?
That is presumed to be the case. They have scrambled and sent the team as soon as they could not raise contact with the Nor base by any other means.
Are there agents working there, or is it more like attendants? Or randos?
Bit of both and neither. The agents, there are a couple here and there, usually sent out on specific missions related to the various winter festivals. The vast majority of the people in the base are artisans. These are all of the people that are running all of this equipment to put together. Think of it as a giant base of artists and techies, and you're not too far off.
Nice. Who hired us? The Enclave hired us, obviously. Sorry, that was one question.
Indeed. This is a full directive from the Enclave to go investigate themselves. So,
yeah. Are we to do anything about the threat or just focus on acquiring the 4 gold?
If you can neutralize the threat, they certainly aren't going to be upset if you do. But the primary mission is to secure those 4 objects.
Can you write those 4 objects in the chat, please?
Already there.
Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Apologies.
No troubles.
Only other thing I've got is probably acceptable levels of collateral, because Clara can potentially cause a little bit of chaos, so I just need to know how much I need to dial it in.
That too.
Well, the place is already under assault, so some level of collateral damage is already happening. The general implication is that if these 4 items are secured, this base can be rebuilt. So, collateral damage, they still would prefer you to not destroy as much of it as possible, as that will make the rebuilding easier. But, yeah, you could, in theory, raise this place to the ground so long as you come out with all 4 of those items.
Fair enough.
I literally have Ani. I sorry, I'm laughing because Ani's in my brain with Liv having like yelled at her when she was becoming a librarian of okay, but don't catalog anything too big because that is how Liv's bestie canonically died.
Um, Now, having said that, the various artisans and techies, it would be beneficial if they survived. So please don't raise the entire building to the ground if you have an alternative.
Right.
No, maybe just pieces.
I just got time bombs. I want to use them.
Ani's pretty. Ani's excited to go mess with things.
That is indeed why you send Ani. Any further questions?
Do we have physical descriptions of the 4 objects?
The Incarnadine fur robe, as the name implies, it's a big red fur robe. Presumably, there is only one on the base. You can't miss it. The ELV factory core is basically a about 4-foot square block of gray matter. That's another one where they tell you it'll be in the middle of everything. Can't miss it. Caribou class transport Blitzen. Um, Imagine if you kept the outward trappings of a sleigh but built a supersonic jet. That's roughly what you've got there. Um, like imagine an old timey sleigh like as the cockpit, and there's a jet around that. Is basically what it looks like.
So it's not a caribou.
No, it is not an actual animal.
That's slightly disappointing.
Ani was very confused about this.
Caribou class transport. Yes.
Ani still assumed that it was just the caribou.
There is, interestingly, no information on Office Commander Wondermaker. Everything is marked with more secret, confidential symbols than you've ever seen on an Enclave file.
With their mission brief, his whole thing is marked with secret confidential?
Yep.
Oh no, What, Rich, what are you doing to Ani?
I believe
That's
I'm dangling
just-
red meat in front of a tiger. Anyway.
You're very much so. She's
Same
like,
for Reynard. Absolutely same for Reynard.
literally raised by a woman who's like, oh, I'm not supposed to do this? Okay, that's where I'm going first.
Any further inquiries?
One final one. We are bringing the items back to the security room, right?
Yes. From there, they
Okay.
should be able to arrange further transport back to Enclave HQ.
Okay. I am good.
Having said that, if you can secure them in some other manner that ensures they will still be there when a retrieval team turns up, that would also be acceptable. But back to the security room is best.
Got it.
All right.
Ready, Freddy? Let's do this.
If there are no further questions to assembly, the gray halls of Enclave HQ somehow seem more somber, though by what senses you interpret that, even you could not say. But there is a sense of seriousness in your tromping down the halls. So much so that, to your surprise, as your gray-robed attendants are leading you through the Enclave HQ, they stop at the first door you come to. This is yours, Agent. We shall start with Clara, of course, being the first to arrive.
Yep. There is a big old red blur that makes their way. They clearly were not following the attendant. They were letting the attendant get a head start and opening the door so that way she could just appear right at that instant. For her appearance on her part, Clara has like short brown shoulder length hair, fair skin, bit of a muscular athletic build, 5'6", 175 pounds. She has on her pummel ball uniform, which is basically like an unholy hybrid of football, stick brawling, and Gaelic football. She also has a snake on her shoulder, and her uniform this go around seems to have a bit of a festive flair to it, as if this was a commemorative uniform for the one time that she played on the holidays. Go figure. And she immediately runs over, grabs herself a nice little energy drink, and just starts chugging it. Oh, gotta get into the holiday spirit. Cheers! Go, 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 go.
All right, next to enter, Reynard.
So Reynard is a attractive man of in his mid-20s, maybe late 20s. Dark hair, pale skin, wearing a perfectly tailored suit, top hat, and dark glasses. He's about 5'10", thin, has a satchel over one shoulder, and he enters, looks around, and despite the fact that he is indoors, is still wearing the dark glasses. Just kind of tips the very edge of his hat to Clara and says, "How y'all doing?"
Yeah, she finishes her drink, looks over to Reynard. Hey there, I'm Clara Hetzenberger, 10-time repeat pummel ball champion.
I'm Reynard Blake. Pleasure to meet you.
Yep.
What's with the red?
Oh, that's our team uniform. This little bit of red right here, though, well, apparently we're on a festive mission, so apparently I had to bring out the festive uniform for the one time that we played on the holiday.
Right. I'm gonna get myself a ginger chew and a cup of tea and try to get myself in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
But you do you.
Definitely. And she also goes and gets a little snack for her snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He gives the snake side eye but doesn't comment on it.
Of note, the
Snake just
usually
is like,
I was gonna say, of note, the usually groaning sideboard is pretty stripped down. Pretty much the exact items you're looking for are there, and not much else. Ani, make your entrance.
Ani walks in. She's wearing it is a scholarly raiment. It's like probably like a long-ish skirt, probably like mid-calf length. And like a button down, but all of these clothes look very soft. This is an important thing. Like they are very soft fabrics on purpose. Like more than like the usual starched academic vibe. And she walks in and she's excited. She's pale, like very, very, very pale. Not full albino level, which is very common where she's from, but like she's very pale and has long jet black hair, and she's little. She's like 5'3". And she walks in and looks at Reynard and Clara and says, "Hi, good to meet you guys. So, we're gonna go find the man who's secret, right? I want to know the secrets."
I like the way you think, little lady. I'm Reynard. And he holds out a hand.
Ani looks at the hand, thinks for a minute, and then takes the hand and shakes it.
Yep. And then when Ani's done shaking, Clara runs over for a fist bump. Hey, I'm Clara Hetzenberger, 10-time repeat pummel ball champion. Y'all can go find the man. I think I'm probably gonna be best for finding the stuff, cause I go fast, and I mean really fast.
So, in terms of finding stuff, that's kind of what I do. I'll get into places and find the thing. But,
Well, I can run it back. I mean, like I said, I go zoom.
Ani looks at them and says, I don't know what I do yet. I'm sure I do something. Pretty sure. I was told I need to learn things, and that's why I'm here. I have a knife. I have 2 knives. That's something.
I also have a knife. And he pulls out his stiletto and then sheathes the stiletto.
Ani gets excited and claps and says, I have 2 different knives. Ooh, we have so many knives.
I have knives, but I have these tonfas. They're like my pummeling stick, so I can just go whack, 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 whack. I do also have this thing. She reaches into her pants pocket and pulls out a nifty little earpiece. Use this when I was on the field. Coach would always say stuff to me to tell me like what play to run. Also find out they're good for keeping in contact with my team, if anyone wants one.
So I also have those. So maybe if we each give one to little Ani over here.
Ani's like, yeah, usually the people, usually it's only like laughter, and I don't even get that very often. I would like nice things in my ears. That sounds cool. So it's not like a god when he talks in your brain though, right?
No.
Oh. Okay. Cool. I think I get it. That sounds very cool. Yes, I would like them, please.
Hands it over.
Yep. Clara also offers hers.
You now have the worst stereo in your brain. Okay.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure. Liv at one point just had a god laughing at her. Like, not saying anything helpful. Literally just laughing when things would go bad for Liv. I'm not sure if that's worse.
Here, I believe that would be the audience. We shall move on. The gray-robed attendant in the back, who has no knives or earpieces, but does have a message, steps forward. Time is of the essence, agents. Are you ready to depart?
I was born ready.
So I saw in your file. Anyway, the attendant turns to a keypad so flush and gray with the wall that it is practically invisible even as they are pressing a code into it. 3 telepads in the back flare into life. And the attendant leaves the room.
Ani skedoodles on over.
See you on the other side.
Clara gets her snake. Yep. See y'all. And gets onto her telepad.
The familiar teleport process begins for all of you. Somehow suspended in midair, even though your legs have disappeared. The lingering feelings of nausea and a heavily beating heart as they too disappear from this particular plane of existence, until finally the effect reaches your eyes. There is a blur of rainbow, which for some reason seems heavier in reds and greens this time. And when it comes back to yourselves, you are in a, as advertised, small security room. There's maybe enough room for 6 or 7 people in here if they squeezed in. The familiar gray walls of an Enclave HQ are all around you, but they are also festooned with banners and posters and brightly colored buntings. And basically, somebody's best attempt to make this locked control room cheery. There is one obvious exit, a security door in front of you. It has a small monitor to one side, and underneath that, a keypad. Actions upon arrival. We will start with Clara.
Well, Clara arrives, takes a look around. Oh, wow. Someone's definitely gotten into the holiday spirit. She casually remarks as she carefully dusts herself off, dusts any dust off of her snake, and just walks on over to the door. And she's no good with keypads, so she'll do the next best thing, and she just starts knocking. Hello? Anyone there?
Clong, clong, clong. No response. Reynard, initial actions upon port in.
I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything else in this security room, like monitors or maps or an alarm going off.
Nothing along those lines that you can tell. With two sensory, you note up in the corners of the room there are cameras so that this room can be monitored. But this is a place to be watched, not to watch from. This security room is strictly, basically, a holding cell for anyone that ports in unannounced. Ani, initial actions upon port in.
Yep, Ani is going to sit down on the floor, crisscross applesauce. She pulls her book bag to her lap,
Mm-hmm.
flips it open, and starts digging around. We are in location. She knows her magic bag synchronizes.
Mm-hmm.
She is looking to look on the Wonder Maker. She is going to she notices all the reds and greens and makes with her ritual knife a small like cut on like her arm, probably like here-ish, just because she knows like you don't cut the bendy bits because they don't heal nice. So she avoids that and cuts specifically the non-bendy bits. She doesn't get deep. She doesn't have to drip like a few drips of blood, and she drips like red onto the books, and she's like, "See, it's red. Give me information, magic bag."
Okay.
Attempting to pull a book on the anything on the Wonder Maker.
Okay. The first thing that comes out of your bag is old stories along the lines of the Sinterklaas legends here on Earth, of a person with supernatural artisan abilities and a desire to, reward the good, etc., etc. Digging a little deeper into the bag, following the trail of blood now dripping into your library, you are able to pull out a book simply titled Wonder Maker with, again, so many confidential seals upon it. In fact, when you go to flip through it, parts of the book do not open.
Cool.
The parts
Ani
that you
takes
are
the book
able to
and
read.
looks through- Yes, sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Wonder Maker is a title. It is handed down to whoever is currently in charge of this facility. It is only given to people that have that mix of remembering that joy exists, which is a tough thing for people deep in the Enclave some days, that has the requisite logistical skill to run something of this magnitude, and that has special skills along the lines of artistry or determining good from evil. It gives you some lists of things throughout. The other thing is that while I have been bringing up various Christmas imageries, this covers any winter festival that a being in Manifold has ever come up with. So, the Odin feasts, Saturnalias, etc., etc., all falls under the jurisdiction of the Wonder Maker.
Ani's very pleased with this, but she knows that Reynard said he's very good at locks, and part of this book is locked. So she looks to Reynard and says, "Hey, this book has locks on it. You said you're very good at those. Would you like to try?"
I could take a look. I'm more about door locks and such. But
I don't know. Ani looks to the book. Are the locks physical? You said they don't open. Ani assumes that those are.
They are essentially locked with seals that have been placed across bits of it. The seals themselves look like they could be physically broken, but you'd be shocked if there's not more to it than that.
Okay. Can Ani? Okay. So, where Ani is from, the history is unreliable at best. They're working on it. Her found family's working on it. So I think she's from a place that has a lot of secret histories.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she's gonna look at this and basically with her three to spirit. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's three to spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Three to spirit. She is trying to get a sense of if it, if you're broken, will you murder me?
The sense that you get from the seals is that this section has been bound for the protection of those named within it.
Mm. Ani's gonna hand the book to Reynard and say, I mean, you can try if you want to. I don't know, but it's locked. Oh no, you said you do locks. Um, and then Ani's gonna go walk to the. Ani is gonna go walk around. She's gonna start pulling at the pictures and see what
Mm-hmm.
happens.
Okay. Um, while Ani is defacing the decor, Reynard, you've been handed a magic book.
He's going to sigh, and knowing that his key only opens passages between places,
Mm-hmm.
thinking it's probably not going to work on the book.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Takes a look at the book anyway,
Mm-hmm.
just examining the seals, seeing if
Yep.
he can get a hint of how they open. Is there like a fingerprint
Mm-hmm.
reader or a
Let's
blood
see,
lock or something
sensory and
like that?
intelligence. Um, the seals themselves look flimsy. They probably could simply be slit. But obviously, with the result that somebody knows somebody's broken into the files. Your best guess is that knowing that things are probably not meant to be locked to individuals but to a class of people at the Enclave, it's most likely a password system of some sort or possibly a key lock situation. Um, but that's about as much as you can get.
I'm just gonna page through and see how many locked sections there are.
Quite a few. Mainly the center of the book. You kind of get the front, which gave the breakdown on what the Wonder Maker was. There's a bit at the back talking about the importance of this group's actions for maintaining balance of the manifold multiverse. But the center
Mhm.
itself, which is presumably the meat of the text, uh, all locked off in many individual sections. Your best guess, each one dealing with its own separate topic. Clara, what are you doing? No one has answered your knock.
Uh, well, she is going to shout louder. Anyone there? The the help is here.
No answer. You're not entirely sure if sound is even penetrating these doors.
Ah. Huh. Guess nobody wants a champion to help save the Christmas spirit. She then takes a look at the keypad.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone want to take a stab at working this? Because knowing my luck, if I try typing in, I'm probably gonna get a nice little shock or worse.
So I could blow up the keypad, or I could see. I don't know what's on the other side, so it makes my magic key work not so great. But I could give it a shot.
Yeah, that I guess that depends. Are we wanting to try and be quiet, or do we want to just go all in?
I mean, it's under attack. I don't think quiet's really an option.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay. Annie has pulled aside buntings and posters and pictures and found gray walls behind it.
Annie's bored now. She thought they were gonna be clever, and they're not. She just sighs and walks over to the door and says, "What's the plan, Stan?" Yeah, she walks over to them and says, "What's the plan? We gonna break things?"
Hang on.
I think he's gonna set a bomb on the keypad.
Ooh, that's
Hang on. I'm not gonna blow it up first. He's gonna take a look at the keypad and see if he can figure out what buttons have been pushed the most.
Tell me how you're going to go about trying to do that.
So, like the keys you hit the most on a keypad start to become faded.
Each button as clear as the day it was manufactured. But you're on the right track.
Are they marked? Are they marked keypads, or
They have
or is
symbols
it just
on them.
like they have symbols?
Presumably a numbering system. You don't know.
Yeah, he's going to.
Ani would like to hold up a hand for a second, and from her book bag, she would like Professor's chalk. I don't know if you run book bag that you can get like base office supplies type stuff from it. It's
I'm okay with it.
cool. So she would just like a half of a piece of Professor's chalk, like that was used and like thrown in a bag after a lecture, that kind of vibe. And she's going to take this and like crush it up in her hand.
Yep.
And she's going to sprinkle it over the keypad. And then she is going to and then with the reading glasses, she wants to scan it, like look at it very, very closely, with int, but also with spirit of this is a holiday themed place. Holidays have numbers. Like religion in general is about numbers, which means there should be a reason for the numbers given this place. And given anything that she can see with the dust on it for having it having been previously touched, she wants to try to like see what she can see, and she has 2 int, 3 spirit.
The dust flies out, immediately showing that 4 of the keys are used far more than the rest. Correlating that with what you saw in the first book on the Wonder Maker, initial year of the foundation of the facility would match those 4 numbers.
Amazing. Ani is going to type that in. She also at this point will have put a tie around the cut she makes. She has common item strips of cloth for this purpose.
Noted.
Just because she's like, I don't want to keep bleeding on the floor. People might be able to find us. That would be bad.
Okay.
So she's just gonna poke in the code and smile, being like, I think and smile, like looking at them, being like, did I do it, guys? Did I do it? She's not saying did I do it, but she's getting up. Did I do a good job?
I'll reach over and grab
Clara
them.
gives a big thumbs up.
Okay. Important question. We have Ani typing in the keypad. Where are the other 2 standing?
I'm next to the door.
Yeah, Clara's getting a little bit of a ways back on the other side. She has her coach gun at the ready in case. There's a baddie on the other side.
Beep, 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 beep.
Ani has her ritual knife or common item dagger in a free hand because I think she used it to crush the chalk. Common item dagger actually because she doesn't use her ritual knife to crush things.
Yes, fragile little thing that is. So, beep, beep,
Correct.
beep, beep. The door slides open, and immediately a large piece of metal hurls through the open doorway and slams into the wall beyond. Initial actions.
I duck before it takes my head off. But
Well, you did say you were to either side of the door. It has already harmlessly sailed past all of you because none of you were in the doorway.
Ani says, I hope that was an accident, or else that they're gonna have to get a lecture on being nice.
That's probably a security measure. Maybe we
Yeah,
didn't hit a special code to disable the flying metal of doom.
I don't know. It
yeah,
seems like a weird security measure. It
yeah,
wouldn't kill anybody. It wouldn't really trap us. It would just hit us with a metal thing. That seems dumb.
I mean, if that hit me in the head, it might have decapitated me. Just saying.
Why wouldn't they use a sharp thing? Why wouldn't they use a sharp thing? Why wouldn't they use a net?
Well,
I
something
mean,
big and heavy with enough force does a lot of damage. I mean,
yeah.
you being
Even if
an athlete would know that.
yeah, that's why I wear my helmet. She says, patting her Spangen helm.
Ani says, I'm just skeptical. This seems like a clasher move. They're not very smart, but they are very good at fighting.
Right. So, I want to say, if I ever going on a heist in the future, I'm probably going to need your help because you're really good with these things.
Thanks. People. They're being dumb where I come from, and I was told I need to go learn about other people to try to then help later. So that's what I'm doing. I'm following the directions, but yeah, no, people are not that smart all of the time, and oftentimes they get mad and then throw things, which is not the best strategy. So I think that these people are just being upset. Maybe they got on the bad list. I bet they're on the bad list and they're being mad.
In the middle of this conversation, all three of you now start hearing a loud screeching metal sound, as though something very heavy is being scraped along the floor.
Is it the big piece of metal moving back into place?
No, it is not. It is coming from outside the room. And as it starts to come into view a little bit, it looks like something very large and metal is being pushed in front of the doorway.
Well,
Ani doesn't like being trapped.
yeah,
So
no,
she's walking out of the room.
same.
Yep, same.
Yeah.
Okay. Clara is the first to come out because, of course, she is. Um, Second giant piece of metal heading for your head. Instant action.
Roll to the side.
Okay. You're zipping to the side. The metal starts going past you. Reynard, I believe you're next in line. Giant metal thing heading for your head.
I duck.
You've ducked. That's leading Annie.
Ani, though, has seen two people have to get down. Ani crawls out of the room.
Okay.
Ani, having seen two people immediately drop, just goes, okay, and starts army crawling out of the room because, seems like a good plan.
Okay. All right. So just going through the way your all stats work, a juke and a roll, and Clara is out of the way. Reynard, with their two reflexes, is just kind of diving down out of the way of the thing. Lacking all of those, Ani didn't wait to learn about it before diving. One luck. She actually gets clipped in the shoulder as she goes down. So kind of like a spin and a crawl, but did not hit the worst of it.
Yeah, is it bleeding?
Yes.
Cool. Ani has common item fabric for this. Ani takes some of her fabric and loops it around her shoulder, ties it a little tight.
Let me tell you what y'all see now, and you can let me know if you wish to take the time to do that or not. Okay. So, as was mentioned earlier in the mission briefing, the assault was from large, misshapen beings. The area you are now in is just kind of a very long, nondescript corridor. Very similar to, again, the halls of Enclave HQ, except, again, bunting, pictures, hang in there, baby, cat pictures, everything, just anywhere, trying to cheer the gray up a bit. Standing across the hall from you, they are standing about 10 foot tall, heavily muscled, covered in some kind of a gray fur, tusked, and is just basically ripping hunks out of the wall and gathering up whatever bits of metal they have. And that's what's been hurled at you guys.
Oh no. Oh no.
Similarly, there
no.
is some sort of, it looks like maybe, well, from your angle, it's hard to tell. All you can tell is it's rectangular and it's metal and it's being pushed in front of the door. You can see, looking to your right, another one of these gray muscled beings pushing that forward. So those are your immediate threats that you can see. Actions.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. Ani lore time. So, Ani's like cult leader, priest, acolyte, prophet person. One of the first things she did was adopt all the monster babies. Like part of her specific training cult sect is that they protect the monster babies because everyone's very mean to them, and this was very not okay to live. Who raised Ani in like a motherly, mentory way of teaching her things, except like the monster babies are just they're like children mentally, and they were like, okay, but we can't have people be mean to the monster babies. So Ani's first instinct is, okay, monster babies are upset. We have to be nice to the monster babies.
Well, I will give Clara, once again, first dibs on trying something, as her vigor demands.
Please do.
Yeah, basically cast one of her arms off, the one that has her serpent on it, and basically just points to the creature that's trying to block the door. Basically like a, go and get him.
All right. So, tossing your snake on top of whatever the metal thing there is pushing, and it's like slithering towards the thing's head. Is that kind of the idea?
Yeah, although she's probably gonna, like, as she's casting it off, she's probably gonna whisper to her, like, go for the feet.
Now remind me, how exactly does your snake work, so far as stat-wise?
Okay, so my snake's about 4 foot long, basically supernaturally durable in proportion to its size, but has a venom potency inversely proportional to its size.
Okay. Very good. All right. The snake has duly been launched. Reynard, actions.
There's 2 of these creatures?
Yes.
One's pushing the thing and the other one's a ways away, right?
A ways away, but a dead aim with whatever it's ripping out of the walls.
Do I think the creature pushing the one in front of the door, if I were to stick something on the edge of the door, would be smart enough to get out of the way of the thing I'm about to stick to the side of the door?
Possibly. At the moment, all you've seen is that these things are strong. Intelligence, you haven't had a chance to gauge yet.
All right. I'm going to use one of my time bombs.
Okay.
Because I think this is probably a good situation for a time bomb. And how big is the piece of metal that this thing is pushing?
Pretty large. Think about the size of a gym locker.
Okay. Then I'm going to tap onto the far side of the door frame. So the side it's going to approach next.
Okay.
One of my time bombs. Set it for a low duration because I want to get out of the way, and I want it to go off before it can get out of the way. And then roll my way to the opposite direction.
Okay.
And I try to grab Ani as I do so that she is not caught in the explosion.
Okay. Reynard has slapped something to the wall and appears to be moving away briskly. Ani.
Ani has come to the conclusion that we're not supposed to go near the monster babies when they're already having a tantrum. So she needs to find a way to talk to the monster babies without the monster babies being able to murder her. Okay, this is Enclave. Enclave will have a control security room, not the jail security room, like a security room with an intercom, screens, and she can hear them and they can hear her. Because she needs to be able to make security announcements. This is the Enclave. They want to be able to communicate in a weird way, where like where they're being gods who are laughing at you from afar. um, so Ani knows that this probably exists. So she is going to be like, okay, if I were a room with a control panel, where would I be? And she thinks. And she's like, okay, well, if the jail is here, we don't want people being able to get to the center, so it's probably elsewhere. So Ani turns and starts walking away very quickly elsewhere. She doesn't know where currently. She's going to be looking around and seeing what she finds. She's going to be, does she have anything to be able to be at a, she is going, okay, she is going to be walking using the scholarly Raymond's effect that her Enclave badge purposefully hidden. Her presentation, she doesn't know what the fuck is going on. She doesn't appear competent in an Enclave-y sense. She's still new, and she's very bad at peopling. Or not bad, just not really for most societies. So I think she's going for, she knows things. She knows something. She's here to tell people things. But what side she's on and where she's from, questionable. And I think she'd enhance this. I think she would, where she's from and like the religion she's from, one of the religious things you do when you kind of prepare is you'll draw age lines on your face with a knife, like really gentle little lines.
Okay.
And so I think she would just like draw these like as she's walking. She is walking and it will be kind of a little shitty, but it'll be jarring enough that you're like, who the fuck is this person? And that's what she's going for.
So basically, the way I'm picturing all of these coming together is Reynard has planted the bomb, is trying to usher Ani away. By pure luck, Ani wishes to be rushed away in the direction Reynard was going to send her in the first place. And while being pushed in one direction, she's whittling on her face with a ritual knife.
Very, very gently drawing like little laugh lines, the little around your mouth lines. That's just a thing that they do. It's a very holy thing to do.
Okay. So, the snake is going across the top of whatever this metal thing the guy on the door is. The beast sees it coming and kind of with a lifts from the bottom. This metal thing that it was pushing now flips up and comes down and slams on the time bomb, which explodes, sending it back into the guy who fails to catch it. And basically what looks like an entire bank of lockers has just clocked this thing in the head and knocked it backwards. Most notably, not unconscious, just knocked back. We don't know where your snake is. Around. Probably. Maybe. The one...
Yeah, snake will do snaky things.
The one across the hall, now having seen its companion go down, has now ripped a double handful of stuff out of the wall and has basically has thrust its hands into the wall, come back out, and appears to be holding two giant water pipes. You do hear hissing and spitting and, various building not happy sounds from behind the beast. And he's now decided to take a more upfront assault position and is just basically running at you, clubs brandished. Actions.
Any other doors visible down the hall?
It's like Enclave HQ. Many doors visible down this hall. All of which completely identical to each other.
I'm going to let Clara go, because Clara's
Can I fun fact real quick?
Sure.
Fun fact. Ani, because her job is to learn things, and she comes from a very prickly, dangerous society, has decided that in her free time, she contracts with Enclave security at HQ for funsies, because she's trying to learn things. So, fun fact, Ani has contracted with the HQ in her non-mission time as security.
You have... Let's see.
I don't think she's done it here. I think she's been assigned to random ass branch offices to go help out in logistics or watch screens. That's what I'm going for.
The thing is, though, that's more rewriting your backstory than a fun fact of the here and now.
Fair.
So I'm a little iffy on that one. If you wanted a fun fact along the lines of, hey, I remember reading a blueprint of this place and I know X, like that would be perfect. I'm fine by that. You know?
Oh, okay. No worries. I'm still figuring out fun fact. I'm way worse at it than familiar face. So, okay, let's go. What about fun fact? Ani remembers that all points in HQ have random emergency doors hidden every 3 hallways, with places to get to back rooms, back hallways, kind of like servants' quarters for when they want their attendants to move around without being noticed.
Attendant service quarters on it. Love that. Okay, done.
Yep.
Okay.
Great.
So the secret grayed out corridors that only the attendants know. You're coming up on one as you're moving down the hallway. Clara, big guy, pipes. What you doing?
Okay, how high is this area? Because that's going to determine what I want to do.
It is about 20 foot tall. You've got quite a bit of vertical room.
Okay, this guy is going to have a bad day because she just looks at him. She's like, "Oh, you think you? I have seen much stronger defenders." This is her activating a hang time as she just starts running towards him, and basically it does not take her too long to get up to top speed because A, yes to vigor, and B, the sneakers.
Right.
Gets her big leap in, and basically she's going. Have you seen my perks for hang time? Because basically I'm just going to be using them all to just send this one guy just going flying and having a really bad landing.
Okay. All right, so Clara leaps into the air, comes down, shoes pointed at every vulnerable spot this guy's got. Here's where you've of course gone up against many combatants during your time. And it is a good thing that you have the protection that hang time gives. This troll moves like, not quite lightning, but just that deftness of movement that tells you of a seasoned combatant. And the strikes that come out with its pipes as you're coming down, one would have hit you right in the solar plexus and taken the wind out of you. The second one would have crushed your kneecap. And both at the perfect angles for both. Your hang time defenses turn those blows aside. You get a hit on one each, but it hurts like hell. For his case, though, you hit him square center mass, slam him to the ground, and then blast him backwards from your knockbacks. He goes flying down the hallway past you don't know how many infinite doorways before he just he's actually slightly out of your field of vision before you see him skidding to the ground like the world's worst skipped rock. Your snake slithers over to you.
Hey, buddy, she says, giving him a little pat.
And you hear some groaning underneath the bank of lockers as you start seeing that thing just kind of get shoved to the side. The being that was under it doesn't quite get up yet, though. Seeming a little out of it. Ani, Reynard, you are hustling away. What you doing?
I'm going to use my skeleton key stick it in the closest door to me, open that door,
Yep.
and make it connect to a door several hundred yards down the hallway so that when I open this one, the other one's going to open and I come out that one.
Okay. Are you doing this just with the idea of getting farther down the hallway, or are you trying to find another room of some sort?
I don't know the layout of this place yet, so I'm not trying to find a specific room. I'm just trying to get as far away from the creatures as possible.
Okay. You open the door. You step through the door. You come out another door, just like we are in a Scooby-Doo mystery. And you...
Yep. And I try to pull Ani with me if she's amenable to it.
Ani's happy to be pulled because she knows that there are the secret doors to the passages every little bit. So and far away is good because
Yes.
so she'll find the secret doors when she's less in danger of being hit with giant metal.
Okay.
So she will go through the door and then she will go try to find a secret door.
Okay. So those two are now quite a bit down the hallway. Clara, are you following through the door or doing something else?
You know what? She's gonna follow through as well.
All right. Zip through the door. That door closes. The other door opens. You are quite a bit down the hall. And have stepped into a scene of carnage. You step out of that door. There are bodies strewn all about the hallway down here. People in leather aprons, in work smocks, some people in what looks like wielding makeshift weapons and whatnot, all of them downed with what looks like pummeling strikes.
They appear to be alive or dead.
Most of them appear to be dead. There are one or two that are groaning. They do not look well at all. They are mostly, well, I would say, if you imagine your typical human with pointy ears, and we'll call that an elf, that's what they appear to be.
Are they traditional Christmas elf-sized or Tolkien elf-sized?
They are normal human height size.
Ani looks around, kind of shrugs, and says, "Well, that's too bad." And then proceeds to walk to go find a secret door.
You have found your secret door.
Huzzah!
It isn't. It's not even. To call it a door is even a bit of an overstatement. You just kind of walk towards a bit of gray and discover it's not actually a wall.
Sweet. Ani goes in there and she is looking around. This is secret passage for attendants. She doesn't know exactly what they would put in. She doesn't know. Attendants seem to know different things in different places. So.
Yeah, as per just about a lot of other things when it comes to HQ, attendants, once they get back here, are just supposed to know what they're doing. Somehow it is even more nondescript in here. Again, you're not sure how that is physically possible, but that is what all of your senses are telling you. That somehow in this place of grayness, it is grayer here.
Okay, so...
All of that bunting and decorative, none of that nonsense is back here.
Yeah. Is there dust on the floor? Any dust, cracking, footprints, scuff marks, anything like that?
No.
Cool.
Attendants leave no trace.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Ani has 3 spirit, 2 arcane.
Mm-hmm.
And she knows the Wonder Maker is about naughty and nice.
Mm-hmm.
And is about reward.
Mm-hmm.
Can she do a spirit-linked arcane manifestation?
Mm-hmm.
She wants to link looping in catalog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know if you'll let me loop in catalog, but
Mm-hmm.
sorting people in naughty and nice is an organization of sorts.
Mm-hmm.
So in organizing people, Ani is in the same vein of that. Ani is trying to channel the Wonder Maker, who is sorting all these people,
Gotcha.
and now his place is in chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and she knows how distressing it is for something you hold as a belief to be threatened, for your home to be threatened, for your family to be threatened, even if they're not your family, even if this is something you found.
Mm-hmm.
She knows how scary that is. So she wants to, if you'll let me energy work this, Ani is organizing her thoughts on
Okay.
how she would feel
Mm-hmm.
if her home, which is also the weird, like, subtle religious undertones, not very clear, was invaded in this way. How would she go about it? What would she do to defend it? And she is using spirit and arcane. She is looking for someone with the feeling that she would have
Gotcha.
should this happen to her home.
Okay. This is something, of course, that intellect can also tie into in trying to
She has two of
plan
those
a
as well.
person. Exactly. But in any case, before you even kind of get to the actual, trying to do your arcane manifestation and just kind of, trying to get in the mindset of, okay, I'm in charge of the Joy Brigade and it's under attack. What would I do? Ani hears in her head, I could tell you where they are.
Anya nonsense sounds good.
Then, to find the Wonder Maker, go to the southern side of the factory outside where the Caribou class transport is currently berthed. You will find him there defending. Good luck. You have
Well,
triggered insidious
Ani's
whis-
not.
Ani, you have triggered insidious whispers. You are corrupted.
Ani's not a vessel.
No, you're not.
No one's a vessel.
Not here.
Cool. Okay. We'll roll then. Yep. Cool. Ani's corrupted. Fuck. Okay, let's figure this out. I love corruption. It's one of my favorite mechanics.
Oh,
I do so
I
much
know
bullshit on
this.
my characters. It is. Oh,
Me-
this is how
me-
Liv got into her flavor thing, was getting corrupted.
Merry
So-
Christmas. Anyway.
Do you want to cut to someone else, and I'm gonna think about what?
Oh,
the
you
corruption's
you
gonna
go
look
ahead
like?
and do that. But one thing I will tell you is you now know exactly where to find the Wonder Maker and the pathways through this back routes that'll get you there fastest. All right. All right.
Cats.
Reynard, Clara, Ani's
Fine.
doing something weird. What are the two of you doing?
So, assuming my fellow agent knows what she's doing, I follow her through the passage she opens up. It's just a hallway right now, right?
Correct.
Or is it a room?
No, it is a set of hallways.
All right.
Basically, if you've always wondered how these attendants seem to show up in all of these rooms when you never saw them, this would appear to be at least a partial answer.
All right. I look around and say, I wonder if it's as bright and sunny on HQ as it is back here.
Walking about, here again, it is gray upon gray. Whoever's been doing the beautification projects outside, they haven't made their way in here. Clara, are you coming into the secret rooms, or you got somewhere else to be?
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So again, gray
Basically,
hallways.
she's just kind of taking like the rear guard, just.
Okay. Um, yeah, you've moved far enough away. At this point, you're not hearing anything else in this section.
So, any of y'all have any idea where we're going?
No, kind of wish. I wish we had a map like they did for the stadiums that I played in.
Okay, Ani. Corruption starts slow, so Ani is first going to be like, "Yeah, let's go," and just start walking. Gives no context.
Where? Where are we going?
Just come on, or don't. I don't care. Let's go. And she's just walking.
She seems very certain of herself. She is walking with purpose and direction.
Those two will are just for this walking.
Oh, well, my fellow agent tells me follow me, I know what I'm doing. Who am I to not?
Yeah. Plus, having extra firepower never hurts either.
So she leads you unerringly. It is almost as if Ani has become your gray robe attendant. Because she's just making turns and twists, and the pair of you have no idea where the heck you're going. But she is taking you right to the door you need. So you pop out, and
Ani during this will have like started making like various like dripping blood cuts on her because the corruption definitely has religious flavoring for her specifically, and that is a thing for her.
Makes sense.
And she'll be mumbling in another language.
Okay. So you, I won't say pop out your door, but you get to the bit of grayness that you actually know is not a wall. And with Ani's little trick, you can actually see through it as though the door is not there. And once again, you are in a battleground. There are 3 more of these hunched, muscled, gray-furred beings. One of them is carrying a giant club. One of them is wearing a pair of half-moon spectacles and is kind of staying back from the others. The third is currently wearing a blood-red fur robe. Facing them on the other side is about as tall as they are, again, muscled horns. It's got kind of what looks like a beard, but the beard is almost like sharp and spiky rather than hair, like it's horn outgrowths out of its chin. He is holding a sack and a scourge.
Krampus!
Yes. And Krampus has just thundered a fist into the gray-faced one wearing the red robe. And it staggers back, but you see the one in the robe like ripples its arm back, and you see it's like a heat shimmer over the whole thing, and suddenly you see a different being standing within the robe. One eye, royal raiment. The hand, which is now empty, is holding a spear, and it's coming around to assault Krampus. With the other muscled one with the bludgeon trying to dance around looking for its move. The one with the half-moon spectacles is just currently watching. You still haven't come out of the wall yet. You're just envisioning this. actions.
Do I know enough about the various holiday figures to make a guess as to what's going on here? Because I, as a person, have an idea, but I don't know if my character would.
With one intelligence, I will say you have heard Krampus like legends before.
And what about the dude who's clearly Odin?
I'm willing to let you have that one.
All right.
Ani is mad. This is
Mm-hmm.
dumbass god fuckery. She's not here for it. She's not here for it. She's mad.
Mm-hmm.
She's extra emotional because she's corrupted. Um, Not extra emotional. She's she's emotional in a way which doesn't have the usual
Mm-hmm.
check of like that's a bad plan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so it's much more viscerally impulsive of reacting to upset. Um, so she is mad because
Mm-hmm.
this is god fuckery. She doesn't like god fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so she is going to knowledge is power.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to knowledge is power. All the gods she knows,
Mm-hmm.
they all have someone above them.
Mm-hmm.
She's knowledge is powering upper management.
Okay.
She's calling the gods parents. She doesn't care who. She doesn't care if it's a primordial force. She's mad. She's
Okay.
mad, and they need, or if they don't have a parent, she's calling their wives.
Mm-hmm.
One
Okay.
of those. Parents.
And specifically of the beings in front of you, who are you targeting with this?
Are you sharing these thoughts with us, or is this all in your
No.
head?
No. No, sorry. Ani has things to prove and therefore cannot get help right now.
Okay.
Because pride is
Mhm.
part of the corruption for sure. Um, she spirit pitch that she can tell how Krampus and Odin are interacting, the dynamic between them, the relationship. Like inference of like it's adversarial. Are they related?
You are getting, all right, definitely adversarial. Um, you don't really need spirit and intellect to know that the gray ones are the invaders, and thus Krampus most likely a defender.
Ah, okay, cool.
That much I'll give you. The reading is muddled because
Okay,
you're
cool.
sensing a connection between the two, but it's not because of the being. Let's put it that
Cool.
way.
Yeah, so if the gray ones are the invaders and Odin is a gray one, uh Ani is going Ani's calling his wife
Okay.
because the vetiver has been fucking around and we're trying to get his wife and usually the wives have shit going on and their husbands are fucking off
Okay.
doing dumb shit.
So you're trying to do a knowledge is power to basically do a manifestation of their wife, their higher power, their
No,
wife.
she's trying to do a knowledge's power to get a book on his wife
Mm-hmm.
and then be able to present with mild powers indicating she was sent by the wife.
Ah, okay. All
Yep.
right. I'll get back
Yeah.
to you on that in a
Messenger
second.
presented what?
I said I'll get back to you on that in a sec. Uh,
Cool.
Reynard, Clara, what are we doing? Ani is
The
doing
one with
Far
the
weird
left there,
stuff with
Reynard.
books. Go on.
I think she has a plan.
She might, but so from my understanding, that one with the spear And that one that's defending the sled over there, they're both supposed to be the same person. Well, sort of. I mean, Krampus is the thing that happens with Christmas time, but isn't Santa. But Odin, kind of Santa. And I'm thinking Half Moon Guy is also kind of Santa. So why are the Christmas characters fighting each other? I mean, my mother gave me a Christmas card with that guy on it once. And he points to Krampus. Because, like, where I'm from, it's old-timey compared to probably where you're from. And we use those creepy-ass Christmas cards.
Can Ani, almost in a translate state, say, yet when gods get mad at themselves, sometimes they split up the bits of them, because they're dumb and annoying. Is it relevant? No. Is she taking follow-ups? No. Does she say it out loud? Yes.
No further questions. Clara.
Our festive stuff is more like I said, just big games on the days themselves. Sometimes we get some presents, but
So you're really fast, right?
yeah.
I'm going to hand you my stiletto and say, why don't you hamstring the one who's stolen the cloak?
Yeah, well, thankfully, not only am I fast, I'm fast and I can be kind of quiet as well, she says with a smile. But just to make sure I get really fast, she reaches in and grabs one of her energy drinks.
Mm-hmm.
You ready to see the true definition of fast?
Right. You do that.
Yep.
I've got a plan too.
Yep, she opens it up and just downs it.
Okay. You are vibrating like a tuning fork. So.
Yep. Sonic has nothing on her now.
Okay. So.
And base.
So the idea is to run as fast and close to Odin as you can with an attempt to hamstring him. That's the idea?
Pretty much.
Okay. Just be aware that the one with the bludgeon is between you and him. So, will be a dodge situation, but
that is fine. She's just gonna envision him as like one big old defender that she has to juke around to get to the end zone.
Sounds good. And Reynard, having set this in motion, anything else you're doing?
I am going to be being sneaky and try to sneak on to Blitzen.
All right, you're trying to get past them to get to the sled. Okay.
Yep, and
which, to be clear, is not in the current room you're in, but presumably in the room that Krampus is standing in front of.
Yep.
Okay.
And my cat suit makes me more flexible and sneakier, so I'm just gonna be crouching low and trying to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay.
Ani's mumbling to herself about dumbass gods.
Yes, and as I promised, I will get back to that. Okay. So.
No, it's okay. I just like it to be known for flavor because she's being very annoyed.
Okay.
It's not an action.
Clara takes one step outside the door. The one with the half-moon spectacles does a gesture like this with its hands. And suddenly the entire floor of this area is ice. How does Clara's speed do without friction?
Well, she has sneakers. They provide excellent grip, so there might be a little bit of stumbling, but she's still in the zone.
Okay.
Quick question.
Yep.
Does Ani see this?
Yes.
Ani's furious. Ani would take out an hourglass from her book bag and just chuck it onto the ground.
Okay.
It has sand. That's all Ani got for her.
Gotcha.
But
Okay. You're trying to get some grit down there. Okay.
Yeah, she's just like, fuck it, and then goes back to her mumbling about dumbass gods.
Unfortunately, as fast as Clara is, she's like already out of the way by the time the hourglass lands. It was a nice thought. Anyway, um,
Funny trade.
so uh, Clara is having to be a little more careful with her footing. The sneakers are certainly helping, but especially with the energy drink in the system, you know, it is hard to turn on a dime on ice, even with all of your skill and equipment. You are, however, fast enough that you can almost see the bludgeon coming down in slow motion as you're just like moving out the way, curving around it, coming around the other side, going for Odin. Odin and Krampus are at this point. Odin's trying to like jab the spear down Krampus's throat. Krampus has got the whip around the spear and it's moving it to one side. Now they've got each their hands on the spear and they're doing the back and forth thing with the, and then another heat shimmer. The spear remains, but the being over it, sallow-faced, pale. There is an emanation of darkness and draining of life spilling off it. The Saturn of Saturnalia. As now, instead of facing an Odin, you are rushing out to hamstring Hades, essentially. You feel the dark of anti-life radiating off this thing. You are still going towards it as speed. You've got enough to change course if you want to, or you could just keep on sliding in. Your call.
That changes things.
Helps Ani.
You know, I kind of want to do something really stupid.
Oh, please do.
Might help out.
With a dumb thing.
Okay, it is dumb thing time because her plan has basically gone off the rails. So she just shouts out to everyone. And this is me activating Tag Your It. She's like, "Okay, it's time to have some real holiday fun around here. Taste the holiday ball winner."
Okay. Now,
basically this is just getting everyone to just start going after her.
Okay. So, I'm just trying to remind myself. Tag Your It. Are you able to focus who follows you, or is it everybody you get?
She has a perk where, so the original way you actually have to like tap them.
Right. You can do it by voice.
Shout out
I know that.
Yes. Yes, it's touch any number of targets and immediately run away for them.
Okay. So, I guess my question is, when you're doing it by voice, are you able to separate friend from foe, or is everybody now coming after you?
You know what? It's gonna be everyone, but it's gonna be okay because friends are going to get revitalized by this, and foes, opposite.
Okay. All right. We'll hold that thought for just a second. Back to Ani. So, you were summoning up these otherworldly credentials. And
when she sees them shift, she cusses again, modifies it slightly, and continues her like fucking reading, being like, goddamn male deities always fucking around.
Even before it shifted, you were just getting this tumult of mythological women tumbling out of the effect of your knowledge's power. within that robe is every potential incarnation of a winter holiday thing. And you've now just basically got this ever rolling scroll of, yes, I am a representative of, and they just keep coming.
Okay, cool. Ani is going to, using reading glasses and to int, find the common themes. She's going to find the most significant overarching themes of these many, 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 many goddesses.
Yep.
And, and she, and I think she's going to, but I also think she's going to pick one that resonates most. I think probably one that's closest to growth and theming. I think Persephone is actually a wildly close thing to the one she'd favor.
Yeah.
And I think she'd pick Persephone and lock the fuck in.
Okay.
And I think she would actually, when she's ready, start doing a arcane empowered defiance, kind of to enforce that this is the lens that she's going to see them through, and to try to, like, spirit arcane will influence them to lock the fuck into match.
Into match? Oh, as in to stay in the one form.
I think to lock them into like staying in a form which will recognize her authority.
Gotcha. Okay, understood. Yeah. All right. So, here's how this all plays out. You step out in all of your raiment and finery and godly authority. Just to get at the one thing you asked, the recurring theme on all of them generally tends to be hearth and home and light in a dark place. Is where a lot of them come in.
Like Hestia vibes.
Exactly.
Cool. That's even better. We're gonna
with
lock
some,
in that.
yeah, I was say with some exceptions. Obviously, Freya is only tangentially some of those when Odin's about, but
Yeah, I think she's okay, but we're gonna lock into hearth and home.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to be, because she's corrupted, I think she's just going to be like yelling, "It is time to go home."
Okay. I am going to give you one other little thing, though.
Yes.
In the middle of all of these other, otherworldly goddesses, one name sticks out as being different from all of them.
Ooh.
And the name is Grilla, the Ice Witch.
That's the one with the glasses.
No, it is not.
Interesting. Why does the name stick out?
Terrifying.
What's that?
The name sticks out because she's spooky?
The name sticks out because it's not a deity.
It's just a person?
Somehow or another, you know that amongst all the rest of these being goddesses, she is not one. And the vibe you're getting off of it doesn't match any of the other female aspects of the holidays that you've pulled out of this list.
Interesting. So...
So, and then Clara makes her taunt.
Yes.
And everybody's ready to go for a jog. All right. So, Clara is going sprinting off. Where? That way. Good enough. Both Krampus and the one in the robe, you see them both fighting this, but are not able to break free of it especially because neither one of them is willing to stop fighting each other. So in this kind of, rugby scrum battle, almost the cartoon cloud of fighting, tumbling after Clara as they're going round and round and down. Reynard and Ani, you've both got that surge of physical energy where it's like, I could run forever and I'm going to catch her. What do you do?
Now, I thought the tag doesn't make us chase her.
It doesn't make the agents chase.
Okay, you said it did. The original
so I am
version
sprinting towards the sled then.
The thing with Tag You're It is it's touch any number of targets, and that gives you the ability to choose and not choose. When you go verbal,
right,
how do you not pick someone?
I think she would be pointing at the beings, not at her teammates.
Fair. Okay. Then as those three go rocketing off into the night, the one with the half-moon spectacles, you see it clench one fist? No. And it does not follow Clara.
Interesting. Cool. Ani, with her knowledge from the knowledge's power, I don't know what the magic is yet, is gonna walk up to this person and said, "You did ice magic. Who are you?"
Too slow if you're only now asking that question, my dear.
Are you the ice witch?
No. You speak of my mother, but I have learned at her feet. You all were late, by the way. I was expecting you to make your way through there much faster than that.
Possibly. So you're here to take over, right?
There are some things here Mother would like.
So did she send you, or are you trying to go rogue and, up jump?
Hard to go rogue when you've never been controlled.
I don't know. Are you not controlled, or or is that just a thing you tell yourself to feel better?
I'm sorry. I don't have enough to pay for a therapist. Now, if you'll excuse me, I do have some business to be getting along with.
And at this. At this.
Okay. At the moment, said big gray one is now preparing to ignore both of you and is just walking towards where Blitzen is to be found.
And I'm sprinting towards Blitzen. So
okay.
Now that the two people who are focused on it are mostly gone, I'm trying to get there as quickly as I can.
Okay.
I don't have vigor, but I got reflex.
Yep, and you've got the head start in that you were closer to the thing in the first place from where you were at. Because this guy was hanging back from the battle. All right, so you're sprinting into the other room. I'm going to cut back to Clara for just a brief moment. So you've got Krampus and whatever the hell the guy in the robe is right now. Fun. You see punches, you see whips coming down, weapons fly out. They're keeping up a good pace with, you get the feeling you could definitely put on a burst of speed and leave them in the dust anytime you wanted. But they're...
No, she wants to keep it going because a part of the fun is as she's looking back, she's calling back, yeah, get him like that, and she's directing it to the one that's trying to punch the rogue one. I mean, she doesn't know that it's Krampus in.
Right. There's also the third poor sap, the one with the bludgeon, who's just basically frantically trying to keep up with the other two.
Yeah, Yeah, and she's just calling out, "You are way too slow. Like you need to go to leg day."
In
He knows what that means.
Yeah, in desperation, it actually hurls the club, and you just see like Krampus, like almost like nonchalantly, whips up its sack. The club disappears inside it, and goes right back to punching the guy in the robe. Uh, uh, are you hoping to lead them anywhere in particular? Just away? What's your current plan?
Just away for right now. Basically, she wants to keep motivating Krampus and demotivating the other guy.
Okay. So you are trying to target Krampus as an ally. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
All right. Very good. Very good. So, that should work out fine. All right. So as you're going, then Krampus is starting to speed up. The one in the robe is starting to slow down. And yeah, as much as you can tell by occasional, looks over your shoulder and whatnot, yeah, Krampus is starting to get the upper hand in the fight. Got to cut back to the other two, Reynard and Ani. There's a big gray troll-like fellow sprinting for the bay. Reynard gets there first. And pretty much as you described it, it's an open-top jet, which is sort of a weird thing to be. There is still the old-timey sleigh, where the cockpit of this thing should be. It's interesting because, remind me, what tech level is Reynard from?
1920s.
Okay. It looks like a giant switchboard kind of control. Only all of the little buttons and whatnot are carved wood.
Okay, so it's kind of his tech level then.
It's as if somebody made a full high-tech airline control panel, but carved it artisanally.
Okay, so he's going to take a quick look at, hop in, take a quick look at it, and try to get it going.
Okay. Let's see. You would be randomly pressing buttons and hoping for the best. There's like no on button or anything obvious. No labels at all.
No key or like throttle.
Nothing jumping out. Excuse me. The troll has gone surging after Reynard. Ani, what are you up to?
Ani has decided to use her knowledge's power.
Okay.
To gain, or I don't know if she's using it to gain. How do I phrase? Leverage. I don't know, like spiritual. She had like made cuts when she started the corruption.
Right.
She was going to be walking over to the patch of ice that the troll son made and start dripping blood onto it.
Okay.
And she's going to be yelling, very annoyed in various languages, because she just cycles through all the ones she knows when she's annoyed and talking to a god. Because she doesn't know what language the god's gonna respond to, so she's just kind of yelling in multiple languages. And she's saying, but also she knows this isn't a god. So I think she's really using it to channel a message through the ice magic.
Okay. And the message is what?
She's saying, I know I know of gods avoiding their powerful dumbass children. Come collect yours before he does things on your behalf that you do not wish to reap the effects of.
Okay. So you're reaching out to the troll's mother through the ice.
Yeah. Ani's basically saying, like, look, I know, I think it's honestly probably more respectful in tone. Like, a lot of her her first language has conjugations for respect, so you can be very blunt and still be respectful because it has conjugations for that. So I think in Metro she would kind of be like struggling a bit to translate correctly, but it would be like I know that when you're powerful and you have children, sometimes they're out of hand. You don't want this reflecting back on you. I've seen how bad that can go and how fucked it can make things. You should come collect him before things get worse.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's as respectful as Ani could get it in Metro.
Okay. You send that out into the ice using its sympathetic powers to go back to the person from which the troll's son learned his magic. And the response that comes back is simply mocking laughter. Control my sons! I am so proud of them! This is the most they have done on their own in centuries! Bear witness to their triumph and bother me not again. Reynard, you're about to wrestle a troll as the Grey One is jumping into the control panel with you. Immediate action.
Weapons because I gave my knife to Clara.
How can
and none of my abilities really help here. I could stick a time bomb on him and.
Ani being mad is going to storm in. Can Ani start storming in and be like,
you have stormed in, yes.
Yeah, she wants to be like, and she sees the troll, and Ani is going to Ani just gives them a withering glare and is like, she's like impressing someone who doesn't even care for you. Pathetic. And then she looks to Reynard and says, and like she walks over to Reynard. Where does Reynard keep his skeleton key?
In his breast pocket, behind his pocket square.
And she saw him take it out earlier?
Yep.
Cool. Ani reaches into his pocket, shoves it in the jet. And no, shoves it in the emergency eject and turns it.
Okay. We're going to have to put a pause on that one because barging into the room is one thing. Getting there before the troll says something to Reynard is quite another. So we will pause there for a moment.
Hit Reynard a few times.
So back to Clara and the race. Okay. Eventually, again, the one in the robe, shifting many forms, getting more and more tired. Krampus getting more and more energized from the force of your run. Finally.
Yeah, and Clara's probably also like, hit it, do the uppercut, like that.
Good. Finally, Krampus is able to land a knockdown blow on the one in the robe. And the two of them are now going tumbling to the ground. This gives the one that threw his club time to catch up and is about ready to jump on top, just turning this into a true three-way wrestling match.
Clara cannot allow that.
What you doing?
So she's going to turn around, start running back, and as the one with that threw his club, she whips out her coach gun, and she can pull a specialized round from her bandolier.
Okay.
Now I'm just trying to think, what would hurt like hell? Give me one, because I don't necessarily want to use an incendiary round,
Right.
because that could be really bad.
Could be.
You know what? since it's gonna be like small, it's gonna be like death by 1,000 cuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like a jungle round.
Okay.
So she loads it up and she's like, "No!" she says as she just fires away at the one critter.
Okay. And so the idea is just a spray of death of 1,000 cuts coming out of this thing. All right.
Pretty much.
Okay. So this troll now more or less looks like Ani, in that it's got a dozen tiny shallow cuts all over it. It stings like hell, and it is just backing away, kind of almost slapping at itself, like it's convinced something is still on it, making these cuts. You know? A second punch from Krampus into the face of the thing in the robe, and when it was coming up, it's like slamming down again. And it reaches down and it pulls the robe off of the troll. You see that troll kind of shrink in stature a little bit. And similarly, slumped down, exhausted, Krampus also shrinks down until a 5'7" old man, white hair, white beard, red outfit looking similar to like the military uniform you'd see on a nutcracker, is just slumped over, barely holding himself upright, holding the robe in his hands.
Ooh.
You can call me. This is the.
First off,
Yeah, good.
I just saying Detour said it was Flechette.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was what I was going with.
Yeah. Clara's reaction to any of that?
Gun at the ready still, but makes her way over to the man to help steady him.
Mm-hmm.
You all right?
I will be. You may call me Nicholas.
Clara Hetzenberger.
I'm glad HQ sent help in time. My alter ego is good at punishing the guilty, but he cannot stay for long. Oops, we just lost Xela. Come back, Xela. Hold on a second. Let me give her an invitation to speak again. There we go.
My Discord was mean.
It does that sometimes. So, and anyway, so Nicholas is like, I'm glad you made it here in time. The attack came with barely any warning. And the warning I was given did not help.
On getting everything set so that way we can return the holiday joy.
Here's hope I'm in a chance to organize it. Oh, he like clutches his chest slightly. Ugh. The one troll with all of the it's just trying to quietly slink away while you two are having this quiet conversation.
She looks to Nick. Do you think you can stand for like 5 seconds? I need to take out the trash, pointing to the other troll that's trying to slink away.
Nicholas nods and just kind of curls up on his robe like it's a favorite pillow. We'll hold right there.
Yep. And when he... Okay.
Yeah. Uh, but meanwhile, back in the Blitzen, uh,
So with this thing charging at
mhm,
me, I'm going to reach into my satchel,
mhm.
which is a been reskinned to have it carrying things that he's stolen on his various heists.
Uh-huh.
Um, and he's going to pull out one of those like really pretty ceremonial daggers. It's like got a
Mhm.
gold hilt and a
Yeah.
bunch of
Mhm.
diamonds and crap in the
Mhm.
hilt.
Right.
Not fantastic for fighting, but it's still sharp.
Mhm.
So as this thing is diving at him, he's going to
Mhm.
thrust it forward and
Okay.
hope it doesn't snap off, or maybe it
Mhm.
snaps off inside of it. That would
Okay.
be a bonus.
Okay. So you come up, you stab him. It's not even trying to dodge. It is clearly just banking on the fact that he's a troll, and so could probably take that hit. Um, you stab it in the side. It reaches down, grabs you by one shoulder, and just attempts to flip hurl you out of the cockpit.
I have one might. I'm going to attempt to hang on to the side of the seat and probably dislocate my shoulder in the process, but
Okay.
I do not want to get pulled out of this sled.
Okay. He. Yeah, okay. You are able to just. Yeah, you've got the two reflexes. You are able to just reach out with like one hand and clomp onto the side of it. But as you say, your arm is pulled out of joint to do it. Uh, Ani, we've now got Troll in the cockpit and Annie holding on for dear life by one hand over the side. What are you doing?
We had to keep the plane, right?
That's the
Go
idea.
keep.
Or at least keep it
Yeah,
out of the
yeah.
hands of the invaders. One or the other.
Great, 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 great. Okay, cool. I'm bleeding, right?
Yes, you are.
Cool, cool. This is made of wood, right?
Parts of it are. The
Cool,
cockpit
cool.
part is wood. The rest of it seems a little more modern, high tech material. But the core of it's wood.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Lanolin was used for preserving paper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and Ani's from a wildly primitive setting where
Mm-hmm.
like there's not good preservation. Like she is
Right.
there is no tech.
Mm-hmm.
So she would be like lanolin equivalents
Okay.
of how to keep my pages nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this ice magic.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna light it on fire. The whole plan.
Okay.
If she can't get lanolin, she's just going to start ripping pages out of a book and throwing them around, and then she's just
Okay.
doing a like soul arcane manifestation of can I light anything on fire? Anything, any fire at all. I don't care.
Okay. So you are attempt to set anything on fire up to and including the vehicle that the troll and Reynard are currently on. Is that correct?
Oh, she's actually the vehicle is the goal.
Yes. You're trying to set it on fire. Okay. Cool.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
So,
It maybe has oil in it. I don't know.
yeah, you work your magic. Yes, this old timey sleigh was indeed freshly painted. So, you send out your sparks. Parts of this thing go up. Now, this troll, who up to this point had been fairly poised and, very certain in all of its gestures, freaks out a bit at fire suddenly all around it. With its big paws, it's just sort of trying to beat out the flames going on. What's Reynard trying to do at this point?
Is the area immediately around me on fire or just the troll?
It will be, but at the moment, let's put it this way. It's more around where the troll is at the moment, but you were near where the troll was, and this thing has been freshly painted. It's going to spread quickly.
I'm going to attempt to get it flying again and hope
Okay.
that the air puts out the flames and maybe can dip the troll out of the plane.
Okay, at the moment, you've got the one arm that's not quite working, holding on. What's your plan for getting back up in the cockpit?
Grab with my other arm and pull.
All right. You yank up, you get into the cockpit. He's still beating out, and his hands are coming down upon the controls. And just two big hands coming down, hitting a bunch of the keys all at once. And it's gone. It literally disappears out from under you. And you fall down.
Oh, crap. Oh, crap, oh, crap, oh, crap.
Your badges, by the way, it's a weird thing that you've never actually fully felt before. Normally, when you have a mission and it's a success, the whole thing pings. You just get that sort of vibration feeling in the whole thing. The moment Clara got the fight to win and the robe into Nicholas's hands, the top half of your badge started fluttering slightly. When the ship blips out from under you, a bottom quarter of your badge feels dead. Like it wasn't moving before, and somehow it's not moving more. And all of you intuitively just understand. 2 objectives successful, 1 failed.
Still 1 to go.
Back to Clara. There's a troll. He's trying to scuttle backwards and hoping you won't notice. You noticed. What are you doing?
Oh, she's just running over and just doing the uppercut with her tonfa to really give it some knockback.
Okay. Your thing sweeps out. He almost like gets his bravado back. It's like, come on, how bad could that clock? And up into the ceiling, whack, back down to the floor, bump. He's not nearly as hurt as you feel he should be. But he felt that a lot. And it's very much like, I don't want to do this no more. Another Tonfa hit. This thing's down for the count. So you've taken him out.
Yeah. Yep.
But while you're doing that, you feel the 4th quarter of your badge go dead. And then that feeling of your badge's ping. You have secured 2 out of the 4.
That is enough of a win for her. She goes over to Nicholas and basically helps him back up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think we got everything, but got the robe.
It is more than I hoped for. Thank you. Also,
well, thank you.
From out of somewhere, he fishes into a pocket. Orange?
Sure. Because this is probably at the point where her energy drink high is finally coming down, and she's like, she will take.
Well past halftime, but it's here are the orange slices. Here you go.
Yep.
Any actions before ping out?
Nope. She'll just ask Nick if there's anything else that she can do to help out.
No, I think With the robe back in my hand, I can handle whatever isn't already running for the hills.
Fair
But
enough.
thank you.
And she will ping out.
Laying on his back in the snow and being a southern gentleman who has not experienced snow, Reynard makes a quick snow angel. And says, "Huh, I can see why kids like doing this. So, Ani, we gotta get that sled back." And he kind of slowly sits up with his shoulder dislocated and says, "See you around?" And taps out.
Ani's very mad. She's very corrupted. She's just mumbling under her breath like goddamn motherfucking gods and goddamn stupid places. And apparently this one wasn't even a god. And she's just so dumb. And where are the actual gods? Where are they? They're just fucking off. I don't know. But they're gods and they're just not doing shit. Not doing shit. Don't even have prophets around here. What the fuck? And she just pings out grumpily mumbling to herself, very corrupted and mad.
Excellent. And that is the end of Enclave Save Christmas, Mission 1. Well done,
Yay.
all.
Woohoo!
Did we all have fun?
Oh, we definitely did.
Oh, for sure.
Any questions on calls I made or little bits of backstory you'd like to know about?
Only thing I want to know is where was the gray matter thing?
It was in the center of the complex. It was a place you bypassed using the secret tunnels. And basically, while you were facing all the things on the periphery, one set of trolls penetrated the center and ripped out the core.
Huh.
So is one of the next missions going to be retrieving the things we lost? Excellent.
Yup.
Ani decided she wants full plate.
She wants what? Full plate?
Ani decided she wants full plate. She's mad. She's mad. She's like, I'm not tough, but you know what? I can get really tough stuff. And she's mad that she could have at risk of getting hurt. And she couldn't do it because of that.
Reynard is happy because this is the first mission he's been on where there's been other people that he didn't kill.
Also good. So, obviously, great play by everybody. Clara running rings around the trolls and empowering the Krampus fight was absolutely perfect. I love the Ani stuff with trying to figure out the myriad mythologies that infected this place. In Reynard's case, you had very good instincts on, how to hamstring the things and get it out from under. They were just a little bit faster than you. That's really all it came down to. And just for my own curiosity, what did you think of the idea as Nicholas and Krampus as a vessel pair?
Hey, that's so cool. I love that. That's awesome. I didn't get it because Ani was I was in Ani's brain, and Ani doesn't know shit.
That's also, where the insidious whispers came from. And
that makes a lot of sense. Ani was just locked the fuck in on goddamn gods being goddamn like, why are they not nice like where I'm from? At least reasonable, and they will talk to you like people.
So, very good, very good.
Ani has quickly learned why Liv settled down in the settings she did, because she's like, gods elsewhere are dumb.
And now that I know how this mission went, I can come up with the description of the next mission. So we shall go from there.
That's so fun. Oh, that was awesome.
That was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
And also
it
such a cool way to make a series that's going to link together so beautifully. With that, you wouldn't have the same agents on each part. Like, it's so nice.
Yeah, that's the idea. So we shall see how it goes from here.
It is the idea, but like, no, it is the idea, but there are no rules published for it. So, it's been one of the best
executions I've seen of what a series would naturally be in Enclave, and like the really easiest way to iterate similar plot but like rotating cast.
Yeah.
And I think that's wildly impressive.
An excellent start, and I thank you all for that. So, obviously, there were no focus words for this one, so nothing to go over there. We do still need a name for part 1, though, if the three of you have any suggestions.
Oh, I was just gonna stick with Enclave Saves Christmas Part 1.
The many faces of
The Many Faces of Christmas. I like that.
I like that too.
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Okay.
So, all right. Excellent. Thank you all. Hope this gets up online, and then you can all join us for part 2, where we will likely be going after the Elve unit. So
excellent. Do you need me to send you the folder to put it in so that Robby has access?
definitely. All right. Let me stop the
I will
recording
get
here.
it to you now.